Start.
Hello, good afternoon. Today me, Himil, Yasin and Gunjan will going to present on the topic of innovation and entrepreneurship at Cisco. Next slide please. Introduction. This presentation mainly focuses on the impact of contextual factor of innovation and entrepreneurship on business of Cisco, Cisco System Incorporated. We are offering a detailed understanding of contextual factor of innovation and entrepreneurship. It shall shows how contextual factor influence the business of Cisco system. And finally, we concluded with four recommendation, and it will strengthening the organizational performance of the company. Next slide, please. Concepts of innovation. What is innovation? In simple word, it is a process of innovating. But according to the writer, they are explained in different ways. Such as Satyba and Stein, he said that innovation is a process which adds value as well as a certain degree of uniqueness to its customers, organization, suppliers, development of novel product and services, and a new marketing method. In the similar, the other writer Webb, he explained in another ways, establishment of a new product, introduction of new process to an industry, modification done on existing product. This way they will define it in innovation. Next slide. Level of innovation. There are three levels of innovation. Firstly, revolution, renewable, and resiliencies. Revolution. In almost all industrial revolutionary like eBay, Dell, JetBlue, and many more have covered the new wealth over decades. In order to produce unusual financial return, a company must adopt irregular strategy. Industry revolution is creative destruction. Revolution is an innovation in terms of industry rules. Renewal. Strategic renewal is considered to be creative reconstruction. It implies the innovation regarding the traditional business model. In order to reinvent the industry, company, it is important to first reinvent its own self. Resilience. Resilience signifies the potential to engage in continuous reconstruction. Strategic resilience is not just answering immediate crisis, but it is about anticipation and adjustment to such level that which bear the potential impair of earning capacity of a business. Next slide, please. Models of innovation. All the organization must adopt change with time to stand in their industry and interesting to their customer. The very first process of any organization is of choosing open and close innovation. The basic difference between open and closed innovation lies between willingness to share. Open innovation implies within the internal and external of organization. Closed innovation implies within the organization. The remaining slide will be discussed by my colleagues Himil, then followed by the Yasin, and then lastly concluded with the Himil. Thank you.
Hello friends. Next, and we discuss about strategies of innovation. In today's world, innovation happens to be the most important part of every large organization. Here in the two types of innovation: sustaining innovation and disruptive innovation. Sustaining innovation is a problem is well understood and in exciting market. This type of innovation is improving the product but not improving his market. He is innovated improving performance using the lower cost and incredible changes. Also in sustaining innovation, the customers is believable, and in this strategies use the giving the product and which is based on the profit margin. And also in the sustaining innovation is use most of the entrepreneurs and companies, and market is predictable. And also the sustaining innovation use the traditional business method are sufficient. In a disruptive innovation, the problem is not well understood and use the every times new market. And also innovation the dramatic and game changing, like in iPhone 5s he used the touch for the security system, and also our different Samsung and they use that, but first it's changing by iPhone 5s. Also the customer does not know, and market is unpredictable, and and that times the system is fail because is the first time and new market. And here is gap is the performance versus time. Is the sustaining innovation is the for continuous and evaluatory, and also in a disruptive innovation is the game changing, and not every time it is the discontinuous. Next slide please. In the concept of entrepreneurships, the terms entrepreneurship has emerged from the team entrepreneur, and entrepreneurs are known by the achievements and not known by the who they are. And the definition of entrepreneurs put by the Bones in 2008. The entrepreneurs use the innovation to exploit and create the change and the opportunity for the purpose of making the profit. Next slide please. The characteristic of the entrepreneurs. Here is the five types of characteristics. First is the process of making the economy move from the position of static equilibrium, and entrepreneurship act at the improving vehicles. The second is entrepreneurship is market by the uncertainty, and also the entrepreneurship is quintessential for growth and innovation. And entrepreneurship possesses multitasking ability, and also the identified as well as the exploiting opportunity for the smaller venture from the business of entrepreneurs. Next slide please. And also the about of Cisco system. Cisco System Incorporation is an American multi-technological conglomerate having its headquarters in San Jose, California. It is founded in 1984 by Leonard Bosek and his wife Sandy Lerner. It is the manufacturing, develops and sell telecommunication related to the equipments, networking, hardware and other high technology related to the products and services. In a specialization, there are the three in Cisco systems are specialized. First is energy management, second is domain security, and Internet of Things. Like in Internet of Things, you your company and you put your CCTV camera, and then you anywhere in the world and you watch that video, and the Cisco system is number one world company among the all networking companies. Next slide, remember please my friends.
Friends, I'm gonna taking a call from here. I'm just going to explain the entrepreneurship at Cisco. So what exactly is entrepreneurship? It's a leadership position in which the entrepreneurs are going to improve how they're going to improve their product. So I'm going to taking over from here. So Cisco is one of the leading major change in technology. So in spite of being major shifts in technology, it still maintains its sustained position in the leadership market. So we're going to take one of the examples of the former CEO of Cisco. He's one of the entrepreneur initials called John Chamber. He's a succeeded and became a major player in switches and connectors, which supports the internet facilities, and as well he improved a lot of versions in the networking. So he has taken the desktop computers to smartphones and to the tablets. And the most recent moves the organization, the data storage to cloud instead of owning their own server system. Most of the recently Cisco has moved to exploit the emergence to the Internet of Everything, which is a technology which involves the fundamental shifts and which is an object leading to the creation of new communication channels for numerous new kinds of devices. Next. So Cisco. So in every entrepreneurship there is some problems. So here I'm going to providing some of the ways to how to respond that changes. So in Cisco we are dealing with 4 steps. So how to deal? We are emerging technological change. In every industry there is some problem. So we are responding this change with these 4 steps. So in the first step we have using the identification of it, means identifying the problem, what exactly the problem is. Then we are developing R&D development to the new technology, whatever the problem is. And the second approach is entrepreneurs in residence program, so in which the entrepreneurs are gathered together what exactly the problem is and they try to sort of the work on it. And the third one is the pathway to XYZ, the smaller company. That means the smaller this company will move to some other organization to look forward what is the problem actually it is, and then they will try to sort out the problem, gather some of the information from that, and then they need to they will sort out what exactly we need to do some enhancement in the field. The fourth approach is called as spinning. This involves assembling a group of engineers for like we discussed in the third step, like for example in 2005 the Cisco has given their leadership to airspace in the Wi-Fi connection. So in the fourth step what we are doing is the same group of engineers gathering together to do some specific project, moving them to the company's mainstream to achieve some target, and after the project is completed then again these employers are gathered back to the company. Next slide please. Yeah, so this is one of the examples of how it is engaged in the drone industries. For example, it's successfully engaging in disruptive innovation in terms of drone industry. In drone industries, the Cisco has provided a lot of support to these industries, and we have discussed the 4 steps. It has taken Cisco innovation gained immense popularity and won several industry awards promoting Megiddo for their work. And informed the technological revolution, Cisco emerged as the best next generation tool. As you can see the reference on Marty Jefferson. Yeah, next slide please. Yeah, so we are going to learn about some of the goals and the challenges of our Cisco. Like in 2016, we came up with this goal to how to sort out this. Then capturing distributed business ideas from the employee and helping them to grow. Means we are gathering some of the information from all of the persons who are working there, all the staff members too, and we provide some of the feedback from there and try to improve our product, how we can do best in the next coming products. And like second one is creating game-changing value for employees, partner, and customers. And the developing entrepreneurial cultures and skills as Cisco. It is one of the main important skills which I have discussed in the slide. So the entrepreneurial culture is very important to develop our businesses. So as our CEO did, the enhancement of employee collaboration, empowerment, and experience. These are the main important. Empowerment is very necessary in organization, because without empowerment we cannot move forward. So the reinvention of Cisco's inventor brand value for attraction, development, and retaining the talent. So this is the most important one, as we discussed in the slide 2, like the group of members going for the project to some other organization, and then again coming back to some, to the company. So this is the most important one, so that we are also doing our brand of attraction to going to other companies and doing our brand value and increasing and enhancing the brand. Next slide, please. Yeah, from here, my friend Gujan will gonna take from here, and he gonna discuss the conclusion, and he will finish up with this.
Hello. The next slide is instance of the innovation interpretation at the Cisco system. In 2014, the Cisco launched the Cisco Entrepreneur in the social program. In this program, Cisco gives chance the new startup project to make them a new business model. By this program, Cisco are engaged the new and new fresh idea in the world. In this program, Cisco gives the 6-month period of the each group, and each group of any group of the people, and give them funding and the co-working space for them. Apart from them, they give the external technical experts and the other things they are needed for making the startup idea to new business idea. It's a very good effort by the Cisco systems. There are some example of the Cisco give the startup of the some of the group member or teams. The first one is the secure water. In this, the startup they're focusing on the water quality monitoring and management. The second is Power, a data file security startup. Third one is CloudX. Fourth is DigiLogic, and fifth is Peta Secure. In the Peta Secure, the security and analytic startup taking security information and evidence of management to next generation. Next slide. It is the next slide is conclusion. Cisco is the top networking company in the world. With respect to innovation and entrepreneurship, Cisco has come a long way. It set many milestones in the last few years, and it did a tremendous work. Apart from, however, there are some block hole or loophole which if the Cisco cover that, they make their business model to at high level. I give them, we are recommended some suggestion here. Next slide, please. The first is in order to achieve entrepreneur supply chain, Cisco have to involve the third party to manufacturing product and the part of the product. By this one, they are efficiently increase their cost efficiency, and they can easily provide the part in each and every part of the world. The next one is eliminating the complexity of the product. By that one, they are give the better product to the customer by giving the feedback, by taking the feedback of the customer. Next slide, please. The next recommendation is the make the new channel of distribution and the better product offering. By this one, they are grabs the large amount of the customer in the global market. The great example is Apple. Apple is based in hardware, software, logistic, and entertainment industry in all about the field. There are the few recommendations which Cisco is if implement, they are become a great business model in the future. Thank you.